is an addiction. So how then do we get rid of the addiction so we can get rid of obesity and stop punishing ourselves for underlying causes that we may or may not understand completely? I mean, the piece of cake, the extra piece of pizza, is it really worth the struggle? Is it worth the aches? Is it worth the pains? And all these justifications in order to save face to somebody that you're not even looking at in the mirror. So, yes, it is an addiction. It's not that I've tried everything and nothing works, my metabolism is slowing down, it's hormonal. Bullcrap. Let's stop making excuses. It's an addiction. Hi, my name is Jim. I'm addicted to sweets. And I have a body fat percentage right now of 7%. I'm now 44. I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life. And I've learned how to deal with these addictions. We can go and say that let's just keep it out of the house, which check, done that. Let's do Functionised approved foods, check, done that. But in reality, what's really going on and how do we fix this? So let me give you a little rundown. If it's a little bit over your head, I apologize, but I want to get you the actual science behind it. Not the Dr. Google science, but the real science. So there's dopamine that builds in part of your brain called the Nucleus accumbens. And believe it or not, Glucagon-like peptide, as we've been hearing the term, GLP-1. It's actually a hormone and a neuropeptide. That's a broken down protein in the brain. It's known for its role in glucose metabolism. It's known for appetite regulation. And it also affects the brain's reward system, including the Nucleus accumbens, which is involved in dopamine signaling and reward processing. If you have that extra dopamine, you feel good. You have that cookie, you have that pizza that's, the extra piece, whatever it is. There's so many forms of addiction that are out there, and it's your body's way of feeling good about itself. So here's how it works. So quick rundown on this. GLP-1 and dopaminergic activity. Those GLP-1 receptors are in the brain, including the Nucleus accumbens and the ventral tegmental area, the VTA. So all you nerds out there like me, now I'm talking your language. Everybody else, just bear with me because I'm getting to the good stuff that does apply to you. These are integral to the reward system. So when activated, the GLP-1 receptors decrease dopamine release in the Nucleus accumbens, dampening the rewarding effects of the stimuli such as foods, drugs, alcohol, sex, and so forth. Mechanism of this dopamine modulation is that the GLP-1 activation inhibits the excitability of dopaminergic neurons and that VTA that we just talked about. Sounds kind of like in Loki. Who was that? The TVA. Anyway, I digress. This reduces the dopamine signaling in the Nucleus accumbens, which diminishes reinforcing effects of the active substances. So the impact on addiction, by reducing dopamine release, the GLP-1 activator curbs overreaction of the reward pathway associated with the addiction. So your cravings go down, these addictive and compulsive behaviors go down, and we break the cycle of addiction. We can treat with GLP-1 here. So, yeah, you've heard of semaglutide. You've heard of all these drugs that are coming out on TV for weight loss. That's how it's working. First of all, your hormones are acting better. The glucose is being upregulated better, so it's not just floating around, causing the insulin spikes to then drop, and then you need more. But what it's actually doing, you get semaglutide, liraglutide, exenatide, and they're being studied and used in addiction treatment. These drugs lower hedonic responses to addictive substances. They help regulate food intake and obesity, which shares similarities with addiction. It shows promise in reducing alcohol, nicotine, and opioid consumption in preclinical and clinical studies even. So some pharmaceuticals on this, Ozempic, Wegovy. The liraglutide is known as Saxenda and Victoza. Yeah, that's the one. Some dietary sources. We want to go au natural, right? High protein foods, eggs. If the yolk's not gold, you're eating crap. Make sure you've got not only just cage-free, you want free-range eggs. Meats. Yeah, and grass-fed meats. Let's go also with some wild-caught fish. Yeah, these are good sources here. Different fiber-rich foods. Whole grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables. So far I'm talking about eating kind of a well-balanced diet, right? Not that cheap crap that we normally get in stores because we're on the run, we're too busy in our lifestyles to slow the crap down and take care of these bodies that we're given, right? Fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil, yeah, even high-fat meats. It's a good thing. It's okay. Research, remember, everything I've ever told you, that 1979 seven-continent study is a flawed study. People got disease not because of eating fat. They got disease because of eating sugar. And that sugar increases dopamine, right? That's what we're talking about right here. It's that addictive persona that's going on within us. Also, probiotic foods. No sugar yogurt, for instance, that has the probiotics added after. Remember, if there's probiotics in it and it's been pasteurized, they killed off the probiotics, it's crap. So you're just eating a dessert at that point. Kefir, kombucha. Again, watch the sugar content on that. Make sure the sugar's actually been eaten. Other fermented vegetables, sauerkraut. Don't cook it. Take it out of the jar. Put it on your meats. Enjoy it in salads. It's delicious, right? Also, eating smaller meals, not just engorging and indulging, but smaller meals here actually enhance GLP-1 release. Then we go with the lifestyle interventions, the norms, the regulars, exercise, reduce your body weight, body fat. And again, this can all be done by first addressing the underlying cause, and that is addiction. You're not eating too much and getting fat. You are addicted. And you're getting fat as a result of that. By modulating your GLP-1 activity either through medication or natural stimulation, the potential to treat addiction or other reward-related disorders is becoming increasingly evident. These are the facts. If you have questions, post below. And as always, thank you, thank you, thank you. Live Functionized.